Hey mom, living abroad teaches you lessons you don't always expect. Some are obvious. Navigating a new language, learning cultural customs, and adjusting to food and climate. But others run deeper. One of those is humor. Jokes are such a simple, everyday part of belonging, yet they carry culture with them. References, wordplay, timing, even gestures. And when you don't fully understand the language, you don't fully understand the laughter. You can laugh when others laugh, but deep down, you know you didn't share the moment. And that gap, repeated over time, makes you feel like you're always standing just a little apart. I've noticed this at school and in my daily life. People around me laugh, and sometimes I join in just to be part of the moment. But I know my laughter isn't genuine. It's not born out of understanding. It's born out of wanting to belong. And in that gap between shared laughter and polite imitation, you start to realize how deeply language shapes inclusion. You may be physically present, but without understanding, you're on the edge of the circle, not quite inside it. That's where the idea of third places becomes essential. Sociologists describe third places as the spaces outside of home and work where people gather. Cafes, gyms, markets, lounges, parks. They're where friendships form, conversations stretch, and where you can simply exist without a role or obligation. They're where you go not because you have to, but because you want to. They're where you see people as people, not as coworkers or clients or neighbors. For someone living overseas, third places aren't just conveniences. They're lifelines. They're the antidote to loneliness. Today, like most Fridays, I found myself at my friend's lounge. I ended up playing pool with an older gentleman from Texas. We talked casually about nothing I could recount word for word, but the content didn't matter. What mattered was the ease. I didn't have to strain to understand, didn't have to replace sentences in my head, and I didn't have to guess if my reaction fit the moment. The conversation flowed. I felt understood. And in that simple exchange, I remembered how powerful it is to be mirrored back by someone who shares your language and cultural reference points. Chiang Mai makes this balance possible in a way that not every city does. On one hand, it's deeply rooted in Thai tradition. Temples alive with chanting, night markets humming with life, and festivals that bring everyone together in collective rhythm. On the other hand, it holds a thriving international community. People from everywhere, each carrying their own story of why they ended up here. It's not unusual to move between these worlds in the same day. Morning might be spent weaving through a local market where the sounds, smells, and language are all Thai. Evening might bring you to a lounge where English becomes the common thread linking strangers into companions.
Oh. Okay. Nice.
Do it again.
Do it again? Let's do it.
These are parallel communities, but they aren't opposites. They don't cancel each other out, they coexist. And for foreigners like me, that coexistence is what makes living abroad sustainable. The beauty of Chiang Mai is that it offers both, allowing you to drift between the two, taking what you need in the moment. I got my favorite pizza and that was it for my day. Okay, love you. Bye.